Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is show you how to make a tube. So for a tube, you're gonna need, I grabbed another scrap, and it's a little bit wider than my strip of paper. And what you're gonna do is roll that tube into a tube shape, but you're gonna use some glue to attach it. So remember, we don't need too much glue. We need a little tiny line, a skinny line right here on the edge. Here's my skinny line. And then I'm gonna double this little piece of paper over. Got one piece on top of another. And then this part, I want you to start noticing there's a pattern here. I have to press on this to make sure that my glue is really secure. I have to press on it. So I'm pressing and I'm counting to 5, and I'm not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can't see this, but I'm pressing so hard with my fingers. And look what happens when I do. Oh my gosh, it works. Now, if it doesn't work, it's probably not because I didn't put enough glue on. It's probably because I didn't press it hard enough. So adding more glue is not always the solution. Pressing hard enough is. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to attach this to my mat. I'm going to put another little baby strip of glue on here. And just like I did before, I'm going to put it right here on my green space, on my grass. I'm pressing on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. And now I have this cool little tunnel that kids can go through in my playground. They can go right through there. That's so cool. Okay, I'm going to show you one more thing before I set you free. And I want you to remember, just because these are the things that I taught you does not mean they're the only things that there are. So I want you to use your imagination and see what else you can come up with. So here's my last little bit that I'm going to show you. And I'm going to use this little piece from a magazine that I found because I think it's really pretty. It's like kind of orangey and fiery. So I'm going to turn this into a fringe. So I'm going to do that. We did this the other day when we did our little haircuts on our toilet paper tubes. You're cutting, but you don't want to cut it all the way off. So you're cutting almost all the way down, but not quite. This is so fun. I love doing this. Okay, now I have this like cool little fringe. Now maybe I want to hang this fringe on my tube so that kids have to go through this little fringe. Maybe I think what I'm gonna do is fold this. So I've got like a little ledge here. So I folded it. And then I can add a little tiny bit of glue to my ledge. And you know how this is gonna go. I'm just gonna press it down. Let's see, where should I put it? I think I'm gonna put it over here. Yeah, so I gotta press down where I have my glue. I'm gonna count to 5. 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, that's cool. And now people can go through there too, and maybe they get little tickles, or maybe they can hide behind those. That is so cool. Now I know I could add more to my amazing artwork. I definitely could, but another thing I can do once I'm finished, this is going to be your favorite part, I can grab maybe one of my little toys, and I can have my little toy go through my park. And if you don't have a toy, guess what? You've got paper, and you can draw maybe a little person. Maybe I'll just draw a little person. Oh, here's my little person. They're wearing a little dress. Do, 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 do. Oh, I love that. There we go. So I've got my little tiny person. Now I can have my little tiny person playing in the park, or I could make my little tiny person stuck in my park by adding a little tiny piece of paper to my person, putting a dot on each side of that little piece of paper that I bent, and then sticking it on the person and sticking it on my playground. That is so cool. Oh my gosh.